Yeah, for me, just talked about, who had the best drafts, who had the worst drafts. I thought the two best drafts were probably the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Um, both those teams looked like they were just players were just falling to them that there's no reason they should be, and they were the big beneficiaries. Whether it be for the way that this whole process had to go down, being so different. But they looked like they were playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers. I mean, to get Neville Gallimore in the 80s, whatever it might have been around that range in the third round, is insane. For the Ravens to get both Patrick Queen and Malik Harrison, insane. And they had Devin Duvernay, who's just going to make that offense even faster. I could go on and on, but for me, those were the best two drafts. The worst two were the Packers and somehow the Patriots. The Patriots will probably somehow end up being good, but on paper, their draft made no sense to me.
I hope I can get this to work if I can airdrop a video because, oh my God, that Packers pick was horrible.
Yeah, the Packers taking Jordan Love made no sense to me. And that's the thing. I like Jordan Love, just not to the Packers. Jake on his live stream was hilarious because he was just an absolute shock whenever I announced that pick. And then C.J. Dillon, terrible quality pick, especially where did they pick him? He was in the second round, right?
C.J.?
I didn't mean C.J.
Yeah, A.J. Dillon from Boston College. He was their second round pick.
Yeah, he was their second round pick. There were other running backs you could have picked there, much better running backs you could have picked there.
If they were to go running back, and I don't think that they should have, I mean, Zach Moss made it to 80-something. So,
yeah, that's who I was hoping for in the third round, but obviously he didn't get there. But I agree with you. Ravens had a great draft. So did the Cowboys. I mean, Cowboys, even if just the first round, getting CeeDee Lamb at 17, I bet they didn't think that was going to happen.
Never mind, I'm going to break the stream if I try and do that, so not going to.
And then they got Trayvon Diggs and Neville Gallimore in the first three picks. Even
three guys that were in the first round potentially.
Yeah, if you just stop the draft right there, that's a great draft. I also like the Colts draft as well. Just in their second round alone, they got Michael Pittman Jr. and Jonathan Taylor. But I know we weren't high on taking a running back, but if you're going to take one, Taylor's not a bad one to pick, and we were all high on Michael Pittman Jr. They did take Jacob Eason though, so which is meh. But if I'm just going off their earlier picks, I like the Colts draft. It's kind of similar to where we were we love Minnesota's draft, and then day 2 happened and they took Ezra Cleveland at 51, and we're yeah, they just kind of ruined it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't think it was terrible. By any means, those first couple picks you said kind of make your draft when you're able to get Justin Jefferson and Jeff Gladney. Right off the bat, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's going to be picking off Jordan Love.
Yeah, I hope Jake goes back and listens to this. But I think the Saints early on, they didn't originally have any day 3 picks. They ended up drafting Tommy Stevens for some reason. I have no idea why they ended up doing that in round 7. But in rounds 1 and 3, in just 3 picks, they get Cesar Ruiz, Zach Bond, and Adam Troutman. So I think that's a pretty good haul in rounds 1 and 3. Once again, 3 guys that, if a tight end was going to go round 1, for me, it would have been Troutman. He was my first tight end. And Zach Bond, I thought, was a round 1 player too. So, and Ruiz was my top interior offensive lineman. So I think the Saints did really well too.
Yeah, I know Nate liked that draft a lot. When we were talking about winners last night, he brought up his team, the Saints, just because they made some great picks.
As a division, I thought the AFC North drafted well. Even the Steelers with their limited resources, obviously the first pick going for Minkah Fitzpatrick, so if you want to include him as a draft pick, and then the third round goes for Devin Bush. So, limited resources, but the AFC North I thought drafted very well.
Good.
Yeah,
I like things fun.
I like our draft. AFC North did draft well. Cleveland drafted really well. Cincinnati, they got. Cincinnati's worst pick, and it's not that it's their worst pick. It's probably just their worst value pick was T. Higgins at 33.
Yeah, they get Burrow, Higgins, Akeem Davis Gaither, Logan Wilson, Khalid Kareem, you know, as you go down further. I'm not sure how that draft rounded out, but I mean, those picks. Yeah, I don't love the value with T. Higgins at 33. I mean, if they would have gotten Pittman Jr. right there, wow.
Yeah. Minus.
Yeah, again, I don't know why I'm here. I can't add anything to this conversation.